Hi everyone, today's headlines. NSCN IM team to join MUIVA in Delhi. 3 tribal apex bodies urge CS to issue NOC to NHIDCL for upgrading 4 roads. Nagaland COVID tally 5214. PAM meets CSOs, tribal bodies for early Naga Accord. Our sentence says it will represent ours in the event of political solution. CM Rios calls on Defence Minister and sought support for Chedu Airport. Fire at Zillion Colony, Burma Camp, Dimapur. Mogajam Police recovers illegal IMFL-2 held. Nagaland receives Rs 20.50 crore as first installment from sender. Google introduced verified calls to protect people from scammers. NSCN IM team to join MUIVA in Delhi. A 15-member NSCN IM delegation led by its chairman Q Tuku and Vice President Thongmet Wangnao left for Delhi on Monday. The delegation took the Dimapur-Imphal flight and left for Delhi via Imphal. Highly placed sources said that the delegation will join the other NSCN IM members led by the General Secretary MUIVA, who have been campaigning in Delhi since July last. Of late, the NSCN IM had been holding series of talks with the center, represented by the Senior Intelligence Bureau (IB) officials led by its director Arvind Kumar. As reported, sources said that there could be some major development by September end. According to some reports published earlier, the Prime Minister's office has set a September deadline for the final settlement of all Naga political issues. However, the date and place of signing of the historic peace accord have not been finalized. 3 tribal apex bodies urged CS to issue NOC to NHIDCL for upgrading 4 roads. 3 tribal apex bodies Sumi Hoho, SH, Chegazang Public Organization, CPO and Pochuri Hoho, PH have appealed to Chief Secretary Temjen Toy to issue no objection certificate NOC to National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited NHIDCL for repair and maintenance of Mokojong Zunabado, Chozuba Phek, Melori Phek and Changdongya Tuli roads. Nagaland COVID tally 5214. Nagaland on Monday reported 131 fresh COVID-19 positive cases, 70 in Kohima, 60 in Dimapur and 1 in Mon, taking the tally to 5,214 cases. As on September 14, there were 1,289 active cases, 3,897 recovered, 10 deaths and 18 migrated. As per the severity of symptoms, 1,279 active cases were asymptomatic, 8 mild and 2 moderate cases. Further, out of 5,214 positive cases, the distribution across various categories of people include 2,463 cases from the armed forces or police, 1,411 returnees, 319 frontline workers and 1,021 trace contacts. PAM meets CSOs, tribal bodies for early Naga Accord. Political Affairs Mission PAM of the Naga People's Front met various Naga civil society organizations on Monday at Police Complex Chumukurma, wherein the CSOs expressed the view that all stakeholders be consulted and made signatures of the final Naga Accord to rule out any misunderstandings. The CSOs included Naga GB Federation, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, Ten Yimmi Public Organization, Naga Hoho, Naga Mothers Association, Naga Students Federation and Eastern Naga Students Federation. Our sentence says it will represent ours in the event of political solution. Our sentence on Monday declared that in the event of an honorable and acceptable solution to the Naga political issue being worked out between the Government of India and Naga negotiating parties, no individual or group other than our sentence shall be party to such an agreement on behalf of the Awo Nagas. In a press release, the apex organization of the Awo Nagas said this was a reiteration of its early resolution made known to all Naga political groups on August 22, 2015 and claimed that it was all along working together with all Naga political groups in mutual concord in pursuance of a solution to the Naga political problem. CM Rios calls on Defence Minister and sought support for Chedu Airport. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefirio called on Defence Minister of India Rajnath Singh in New Delhi yesterday and sought support of the Defence Minister for Sidhu Airport, Kohima, and also discussed early completion of Bogojang Botsa Road. Chief Minister Nefirio in a tweet said, "Call on Minister of Defence Sri Rajnath Singh and sought support of Defence Minister of India for Sidhu Airport, Kohima in view of its strategic importance." Fire at Zillian Colony, Burmakiam, Dimapur. A timely intervention of the Fire and Emergency Service Department Nagaland has averted a devastating fire incident by preventing gas cylinder from exploding at a Zillian Colony, Burmakiam, Dimapur. Yesterday, September 14, 2020, Deputy Superintendent Fire and Emergency Services, Government of Nagaland, T. Shilu Jamir informed that on receiving a fire call at 10:26 am yesterday from Zillian Colony, Burmakiam, Dimapur, Fire and Emergency Services mobilized a quick response team from Fire Station Dimapur Central to control the fire. Accordingly, 2 fire tenders, along with sufficient equipments and fire personnel, were pressed into action. Due to timely response from fire personnel, properties worth over rupees 10 lakh could be salvaged and prevented the fire from spreading and also the gas cylinder from explosion. If not, it would be devastated, Jamir informed. Mogojang Police recovers illegal IMFL-2 held. Mogojang Police, while conducting mobile vehicle checking post at Tuli town area on September 10, 2020, recovered illegal IMFL from a vehicle and arrested 2 persons under NLTP Act. Superintendent of Police Mogojang in a press release said, Mogojang Police, while conducting MVCP at Tuli town area on the night of September 10, 2020 at around 8:30 p.m, intercepted a vehicle bearing registration number A01GC2253, and during the search, 16 bottles of MC rum, 2 bottles of OC blue whiskey and 48 numbers of canned beer were recovered from the vehicle. Nagaland receives Rs 20.50 crore as first installment from Centre. In view of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Government of India released the first installment of State Disaster Response Fund amounting to Rs 11,092 crore to state governments on April 3, 2020, in advance to strengthen the states to deal with the pandemic. The share of the Nagaland was Rs 20.50 crore. Google introduced verified calls to protect people from scammers. In a bid to make people safe from spam and scam calls, Google has announced a new feature named Verified Calls on its phone app. It comes pre-loaded on several Android phones and will be available for download later this week on more Android devices in several countries including India. The verified call shows the caller's name, logo, reason for calling and verification symbol indicating that the business has been authenticated by Google. This is done in a secure way and Google does not collect or store any personally identifiable information after verification, the company said in a statement on Tuesday. Verified calls is initially rolling out in the US, Mexico, Brazil, Spain and India, with more countries to come. That's all for now. To get us latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.